How's everybody doing this fine day? I thought we would get together this evening and talk about why so many people are so stupid. I mean, I know that's so shocking that I'm going to actually discuss how people are, dumb in our country, but I thought it'd be interesting for us to see the actual reasons why, like to explain to everybody why it seems like everybody is just fucking stupid, because it really seems like to a great degree that everybody is just fucking stupid. Uh, People seem to use critical thinking at all. We've completely lost the concept of discussion about reality, data, facts, stats, those sorts of things. So I thought it'd be interesting to just go over why, in my personal opinion, that people are so susceptible to rhetoric and propaganda and just out and out being just pretty fucking stupid. Now, I understand many of you are going to say, well, of course, it's the educational system, and I completely fucking agree. That has a lot to do with it. However, the educational system is so moronic that you have to be susceptible to it to be as dumb as what they want you to be. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and argue that it's how we fucking eat. I know, huge surprise from the guy that has helped thousands of people lose, probably a cumulative over 100,000 pounds by now. Probably cured more cases of type 2 diabetes than most medical practices, my wife and I. And frankly, I've lost 130 pounds and kept it off myself for years, and I am always satiated. I am never hungry. I am hunger free and happy, as our new app is coming out. But I just wanted to go over, why this truly is, and one of the things that keeps me extremely, extremely healthy at my ripe old age of going to be 55 this summer and feeling fabulous. And it's the food, as one of the people in the comment section has already said, it's the food. But that actual statement is not really right. Like, I say it all the time, but it's actually not a correct statement. It's not actually the food. It is the stuff we are eating that we think is food, because that's the truth. Excuse me, lemon water. But the average American adult eats close to 60% of their total calories from ultra processed food like products. The average child, it's worse. Like, it's one of the things I spoke about in an earlier video. It's like we are lying to ourselves openly. Like, we all know this shit is killing our society. It is killing us. And we, for some reason, do not place any precedent on it at all. We know it is hurting people, killing people. It makes people stupid. It literally makes people stupid. If you look at the actual data, this stats, facts, data of all this, it's kind of wild. But just right off the bat, this food is engineered for addiction. Like, ultra processed foods are deliberately formulated by manufacturers using industrial techniques to hit the precise bliss point. That is the optimal blend of added sugars, fats, and salt and additives to maximize, it's literally called hyperpalatability and dopamine surges in the brain, in the reward system. It mimics the effects of addictive drugs. Like, that's the thing. It goes to the dopamine processors. There was some people saying that they were going to tag some dude, Liam, who argues that disagrees with me. First of all, Liam, if you watch my shit, get a hold of me anytime you want to come on here and be embarrassed like a motherfucker. Like, anybody that tells me that ultra processed foods are not addictive, any of you want to come on and talk about not just what I know from my coaching, again, of thousands of fucking people, but the data. Anybody that wants to be that kind of embarrassed, feel free to fucking step up. I will happily make you look like the fucking moron you must be to believe that this food is not addictive. When people say you can't be addicted to food, it is just so out and out ridiculous, but true at the same time, because it's not food. It's a food-like product, you dumb fuck. I will agree. It would be very hard to become addicted to steak or broccoli or something like that. Now, however, since addiction is also very mental, I would argue that it could still fucking happen. I would argue very much that it could still fucking happen, because we have people that are addicted to crazy other shit that it does not hit the dopamine receptors. It's just some sort of mental addiction. But to think that something that is engineered to hit what they call the bliss point, and your dopamine receptors cannot cause addiction, you yourself have to be either suspending logic, critical thinking, and knowledge completely, or you are just dumb as a fucking motherfucker. Like stupid, like stupid, like looking up in the sky to see where the rain's coming from and drowning stupid. Its design leads to cravings, tolerance, withdrawal, and compulsive overeating. And withdrawal is a true fucking thing. We have had clients almost have to go to the hospital for sugar withdrawals. And that's no shit. That is no shit. It is the food that is making you fucking stupid. The ultra-processed food-like products that is making you stupid and addicted. So ultra-processed foods meet all this criteria for substance abuse disorders. They meet all the criteria. And the prevalence is estimated to be 15% of adults and 15% of youth have some sort of serious food addiction to ultra-processed foods. I would argue, like if you are on X and you saw me post a video of the young old woman, and I say young old woman because she's young chronologically and she's probably ancient by her physical standards because her gunt was so big she had named it Bertha, and I shit you not. She actually named her gunt Bertha. Again, society is stupid because of this. One more time, it proves me. They make you stupid. Proven clinically. A major Brazilian cohort study of over 10,000 people in an 8-year follow-up found that consuming 19.9% of daily calories of ultra-processed foods. Now, one more time, real quick before I get onto that. 19.9%. The average American eats 60. The average child in America eats more than 60. But they found that eating 19.9% had an increased rate of global cognitive decline by 28% and an increased rate of 25% for executive function of the brain decline. Executive function of the brain decline is, critical thinking and reasoning skills. And that explains a lot about America. It explains a lot, does it not? Like people saying like, oh, you can't say I'm unhealthy just because I'm fat. That you're stupid. You've lost critical thinking. You really have. There's also higher dementia and neurodegenerative risks. A higher ultra-processed food intake raises dementia incidences and is linked to accelerated brain aging, reducing hippocampus volumes, and increasing Alzheimer's risk in middle age. It causes obesity and weight gain. 10% increase in UPF raises the obesity risk by 55%. Type 2 diabetes. Convincing evidence links higher UPF intake to 12 to 40% increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. I would argue that it's even higher than that, especially because that study was done in the UK and we eat more ultra-processed foods here in America than in the UK. Notice how they're not doing these studies in America. Like they're not doing a study like Brazil did of a lot of people to see and follow them up over the course of how many years. They're not doing that. You know why? Because it would be insane. It would be absolutely nuts. You think it's bad now. We haven't had this, like my generation, again, I'm going to be 55. My generation doesn't have this type of obesity really. And I'm talking about like when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s, being fat was rare, still very, very rare. That was the time when we would all still go out to nightclubs and everything like that. Like it was very rare to be fat, very, very rare. The average 25-year-old right now is fat as fuck, like fat as fuck. They are not going to make it to 60, but it is going to be a bad road when they hit 50 because they're going to be stupid and decrepit. It increases cardiovascular risk. Ultra-processed food raises cardiovascular disease mortality risk by 50% and deaths by 40 to 66%. Cancer, a high UPF consumption is associated with 12% higher overall cancer risk. And being obese from ultra-processed foods is linked to 13 different types of cancer more than smoking. Good job, motherfuckers. Mental health and depression, anxiety, ultra-processed foods increase common mental health disorders risk by 48 to 53%, depression by 22%, anxiety by 48%, partially via inflammation, blood sugar instability, and dopamine dysregulation. One more time, it's designed to hit your dopamine regulators. And the overall devastating effects, strong links to all-cause mortality, up 21%, sleep disorders 41%, asthma and digestive issues by 20%, 20% per 100 grams per day. Per 100 grams per day. That's next to nothing. So honestly, I just think people need to understand where we are coming from with this. Like this truly is a horrible thing that we're doing to society. And it is making us stupid. It is one of the reasons why we are dumb as fuck as a country. It's one of the reasons why We look to our leaders, and like our country looks to like people that lie to us for a living for advice. Like we pay these people in movies to lie to us for a living, basically. Like we like how they pretend to be somebody else. And then we want to know what they think about like politics and science and shit. It's amazing to me how stupid we are, but it is what it is. I am just wanting to pop on here, go through this really, really, really quickly. I don't want to keep anybody's time. I do want to say you can check this out right here. Here is some links to our coaching. We are taking a few clients right now, just a few, onto our app. I wanted to go over the app real quick if anybody has any questions about it. But just to take a quick look, those are in the comment section, but just to take a quick look, this is my account, Hunger Free and Happy. That's Alan. This is the web version. You can use it on the web, or we are about to be approved for Google. We have the Google app. For instance, if you get coaching today, you will be on the Google app tomorrow if you have an Android phone. But this is one of the beautiful things about it. So let's go and let's say I don't know. Let's talk about McDonald's. So McDonald's ranch snack wrap, crispy. 352 calories processed foods, 80%. 80% of those calories are ultra processed. Chocolate muffin topper, 80%. Let's try Wendy's. Wendy's chicken crisp sandwich, 90% ultra processed, 356, 15 grams. And here's the thing, in case you're wondering, if anybody has anything they want me to look up, let me know. But the way this works is that we run this all through an AI that's geared towards the NOVA scale. The NOVA scale is how the government predicts ultra processed rating of food. So anything over 20% is ultra processed. Less than 10% is whole food, and between 10 and 20% is a processed food. This is how we've done it for a while now. And we've helped many people reduce their ultra processed food intake to a dramatic degree, which then increases their health. It helps them be hunger free and happy because they don't spike their hunger due to the dopamine dysregulation. It is a very, very good, in my opinion, very good tool for us to use to help people gain control of their health, gain control of their happiness, and develop healthier habits so they can live this way a long, healthy, happy time, right? Let's try, I don't know, Subway. Now, some of these places do not give their whole menu away. 567%, 500 calories for a Subway sandwich. That's wild shit. That's crazy. Turkey breast sub on white bread is 60%. God damn, just wild shit. Wild shit. Anyway, I look forward to all of you, trying to answer back about this. And by the way, the Liam person, the Liam, oh, thank you. Much appreciated. The Liam person or whoever that wants to have an argument or debate with anybody with me about how you can't be addicted to food, you can fucking kick. I will gladly make you look so fucking stupid. It's wild. Oops. I changed one of the yogurts I used to get because it was higher in ultra processing food than I thought. And that's one of the beautiful things about the app too. It helps you refine that shit down. That way you don't need to give up stuff. You can just change it out for other stuff. It helps keep you informed. Cole Wheeler, I am about to actually be done. I'll have to actually take questions. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Marshmallow. Marshpillow. Marshpillow. I don't know. Like you're fucking with me. I have ADHD. Reading that shit is fucking tough for me. But I will take any questions anybody has too. Let's see here. What else can we look up? So you said yogurt. Let's do. How about ice cream? How about Breyers ice cream? Oh, here's Girl Scout Thin Mints with cookies with Breyers ice cream. 65% ultra processed. Jeez. Oh, that's broilers, fryers. Let's go to Starbucks. Starbucks Frappuccino, 3.5% UPF. That's, well, I can see that. Reduced fat, skim milk, maltodextrin. I can see that. 100% UPF for the Starbucks truffle mushroom. Crazy shit. How about crumble cookie? Let me see if crumble's in here. It is not in here. Crumble cookie. I will make sure it gets put in there. But one of the things that they do, a lot of these places, is they avoid putting it into like the USDA food thing. Almond milk. Look, I'm almond milk. Learn to spell, Alan. Almond milk unsweetened, refrigerator, 1.5%. The good almond milk is really just almond soaked in stuff, you know. Unsweetened vanilla, especially if it's unsweetened. Yeah, I buy that too. I just don't think almond milk is like a catch-all for shit. You know what I mean? But Annabelle, I will make sure. Sometimes what you need to do is you need to go to their website and pull it for them. They don't when they don't have it in USDA, you got to go get it. I'm surprised there's not more. I guess I was thinking about the typical brands with fillers. Yeah, if it's just almond milk, hang on, we'll go back. We'll see if we can find some filler ones. Almond butter, almond oil. Almond milk yogurt. Ooh, I bet you that's gonna be fucking crazy. How the AI is looking this one up. 90%. Almond yogurt is 90%. Jeez. All right, folks. So I am going to run. I want to spend some time with the lovely wife. I will be back tomorrow at noon. 1 p.m. Eastern time, and I hope all of you have a fabulous. Just legalized drug, basically. That's all it is. Just legalized drugs. They've made it so the food we eat in vast majority in America is addictive, and most people are addicted to it. Think about it. We know, we absolutely know that this stuff is hurting people. Like, you don't know anybody that lives at McDonald's that's healthy. Like, name it. Like, you don't know anybody that eats nothing but ramen and pizza that you think is healthy, you know? So my thought process is this. Let's just all try to do our very best to make ourselves and the people directly around us as hunger-free and happy as possible. When the app comes out, make sure you tell people to sign up for it. If they don't even want to pay for it, they'll be able to use the food tracker for free. They'll just be getting ads. So I just want everybody to be on it as much as humanly possible. And then if you can just pay for basic and you can use all the features besides the chats and the challenges, or you can go $9.99 and you get the chats, challenges. You get to use all the workout programs that are on there, right on the app, including the timers and everything like that. And you get to, we'll have multiple challenges going on, and you can always get coaching through it. But this will help people avoid ultra processed foods. It will help them build healthier habits with their hydration, sleep, stress relief, those sorts of things. It is a very, very, very solid tool. It is basically our coaching put into the app. And we still do one-on-one coaching through it when people need the actual voice of somebody. Now, it is not going to like give you guidance on whatever you need to do. But if you want to do that, if you buy it for $9.99, we're going to send a digital copy of anybody that gets it $9.99, a copy of the Hunger Free and Happy book, and you can read it for free too. So I hope everybody enjoys themselves over the next couple of days. I will see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. My name is Alan Roberts. God damn.